Hey, this is Donald Bookhart, of course, the brokenness. Trey wanted to do a deck profile with me. Most recently, as y'all know, I won states a couple weeks ago, and took 6th place at the 1K with ARG this weekend. And he wanted to do a profile involving Nekroz and for the new format, for Konami format. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give y'all a list of my build for Konami. Also, some of the cards I use. Definitely give credit to Patrick James, Tyree Tinsley, and Chris Boshibi as they use some similar cards in their builds. So here you go. 3 Unicorn. Of course, you guys know standard. 3 Valk. Some people were playing 2 at one point, but I feel like it'll be more mirror matches than anything. So you need to have to play 3 for grind games. 2 Braille, of course standard. 2 Colossus. I mean, I'm playing 3 normally, but I feel like you have 3 Unicorn again, so you can just recycle this card. You don't need to play like 3. I don't want to like draw this dead after I use my spells, so I'm just recycling all game. 1 Trishula, brought it back, thank God. 1 Gun Gear, of course standard, and 1 Decisive. Some people are not playing this card. At the ARG event, I used 2 Decisive just so I could play Gustav Max. But I feel like 1 is all you need mostly. Let you get over Decisive Armor. And also wins games. You can cycle this in the OTK also. So that's pretty much the standard stuff. Of course, 6 Jews. 2 Denko. Took this tech from Patrick James and Tyree and Chris. There's so much stuff in which case everybody's setting. So Telenites and everything else are like, everybody has their own stuff, mistake. So I want to be able to like normal summon this. And if they don't have responses, I can just push for game. And I want a lot of my games now with this main. So they're forced to you can force out their backfield, so you don't have to waste resources on like mistake and stuff. 2 Maxi. Again, I feel like this card's still good utility for stuff like Satel Knights, and also good for anything that specials, BA mostly. So that's that. And then we have another tech that also was used ARG. 2 Aqua Spirit. Patrick Hoban and a few of his crew was running the Heroic Challenger guy, but I feel like as Chris and them told me, and Patrick, this card is better because you can just use it at any point, and you don't have to worry about this card getting like Puppet Planet, and also it balances well with your deck, giving you more rank 4 plays for Dweller and I guess BA. 1 Old Man and of course 1 Exa. Combo these cards with Valkyries, and it's like pretty much pot of greed on crack. So you search for these and you get 2 cards, so you're setting them 4 cards. And of course 1 Shrit. That's that. Some people ask if I play Dance Princess. You can, just so you can get your Shrit back, but I mean normally you can just cycle these, and really you only need 1 most of the time. But probably add a Dance Princess just so I get this back. Spells, 3 Reinforcement of the Army. Of course, we got to have as many search cards as possible so you can get your Shrit and your Colossaluses. So, and once you use Shrit, instead of just banishing, you can just pot it back with Emerald. 2 Nekroz Mirrors, standard. 2 Kaleidoscope. Thinking about playing 3 Kaleidoscope because you can once again recycle your Unicorns and you continually play this card. So I might up it to 3. 3 3 Mirrors. I feel like when usually it's supposed to be 2, sometimes maybe 1 because you don't have Shred at 3 anymore, but I like this because I play a lot of big guys, so I can cycle back and tribute 2 guys and get back my monsters. And then 1 Prep, and then for the traps, I'm going to play 1 Torrential. A lot of people just spam it now, so in the mirror matches you can go ahead and neg them with Torrential, and I feel like I might bump it to 2, just so you can have the utility to...
Donald, it's Konami format.
Oh, I forgot. So yeah, just 1 Torrential, just so the neg, but I don't know. So you
still testing.
So I used to play it too. Alright, Cyborg. 3 Puppet Plant. At the event this past weekend, this card's really key because in the mirror match you can steal their Valkyries, and you can also good against the Telenites because you can steal their cards, forcing out Alpha, and also in the mirror match for Nekroz, if they have a Halberg on the field, you can just steal it and make your own rank 4 plays. So pretty good. 2 Flying Sea. I feel like BA is still going to be a deck at Konami, so I feel like this card just solves more problems. So when they special, you can just special summon this and kill their board, so they can't really do anything. They're forced out to use a Limbic play, just so they can sync right off the field. One Thunder King. Mirror match purposes also gets the Tellarknight, so they're forced to have to waste Vega and the guy that lets them dump just to get out this card. So that's the monsters. Spells. 3 MST. Even though Mistakes at 3 and not maining it, I don't want MST in my matches like Nekroz because it's kind of dead. They don't run a lot of backfield. So I just side it, and once I know what I'm playing, I just side it in Regeki, because of course Regeki is universal. And sometimes in a mirror match, you don't always want this card because they can just have gun gear or something. And again, it's just once you know what you're playing, you can just side accordingly because this card's dead against your Senjus, and I don't want to have it when they don't have a board. So traps, Judicree, guess standard, lockdown backfield, and then you just flip this, had no response, and you can just summon Denko just to push for game anyway. So 2 Mind Crush, still a good card, so you can, you know, I use this against, for the most part, mirror match, and also against Klee, because Klee, normally they search, and you can Mind Crush when they search, see what they have, or if you can, this won me a game over the weekend at 1K because I spaced off his sacrifice, and he only had like 2 9s in the deck, and I went Mind Crush, and I called, when he went to Sir Helix, I called that, and I hit both his 9s, so he didn't have any other players or outs after that, so. And 1 breakthrough skill just for floodgate monsters, and like Shadow, Water Guy, any of the Vanities monsters, and spell canceler. That's the side. Yeah, the extra deck. 1 Arbitile, 1 Star Eater, so 12 by 11. Got to put this back up to 2, but normally I ran 1 over the weekend, but 2 Herald, 2 Dickasto Emerald for the mirror matches, and allows you to grind games, so I like 2. One of this guy, pretty much good against BA. They try to target something else on your board with him, you can just switch it to something else, and it's also good versus stuff like Infernoids. They try to do stuff. Anything that targets, you just switch it. It's really good. 1 Excitile Knight, 1 Rhapsody, 1 Casto, 1 Cowboy. Ragnar Zero, I like this mainly against Klee. 1 Diamond Dire. Still play this strictly for BA because it still feels good, and against Shadows. You have to have like a Regeki or something out this, or like a trap card. And 1 Dweller. I'll probably bump this to 2. Probably might drop this Tellarknight engine for 2 because Dweller is just good, and with the Aqua Spirits you can make like 2 Dweller in the game. So that is it, guys. So, you know, thanks again to Trey, the Brokenness, you know, Trey Faircloth. Special thanks to Jim McMahon and everybody that watched my first event feature match. You know, did misplay, but you know, it happens or whatever. So hope to see you guys in the next event.
Thanks for the profile, Donald, and peace.
Yay.